stole my weed, dog. All you gotta do is go to Bay Smokes, hit the link, you got free weed. I can't smoke with you. Stop asking me to hit my blunt, nigga, no. I'm too old to be sharing weed. Broke ass niggas, Bay Smokes, man, hit the link, it's free everything. Welcome to the newest episode of CT ESPN. I'm here with some of the great running backs I looked up to. CJ2K, Chris Johnson, 2000 rusher, fastest 40 combine time. And if you guys don't know, he's right here from Florida, Orlando, Florida. I'm in his hometown right now. And he is with his partner in crime, Lendale White. You know what I'm saying? Running back I used to look up to, watching him a lot through college. I know you guys were teammate. Welcome, man. You know, CT ESPN is the podcast where we dive into the mental fortitude and toughness of high-level athletes like you guys self. You know, focusing on the trauma, what things you go through, and just how you continue to be at a high level. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen, man, I'm excited for this, man. You know what's so crazy? I don't know if you remember, bro, like your first NFL touchdown.
Against your team, right?
Against us. That boy had that reverse on the kick return went crazy. I'm like, man, who this? Like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't prepared for him. I don't know what they did in special team room, but like we ain't prepared. And then the crazy thing is, after that play, then not after that play, but after that game, that's when I found out who AB was. And then after that, like, started going crazy, like at the receiver position. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was wild.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just before I started off, I'm gonna give you your flowers because, like you said, you watched me in college. I mean, you was that dude in the NFL. We all know that, man. And you deserve way more than what they give you, my dog, because you really one of them. And I still believe you can go out there and still give crazy work. I do know that, man. But I want to give you your flowers for sure, man, because you top 5 ever. You know what I'm saying? And that's to me, like I'm saying that the people said they won't, but I know I watched the game of football, I study it. Ain't nobody dealing with you when you on top of your game, man. So I want to give you your flowers for sure, brother.
That's an honor, man. Thank you guys, man. I'm excited to just be here, sitting amongst you guys. You know, you guys think y'all got CT?
Oh my God!
You got CT?
I hope I don't.
You know what it is?
I hope I don't.
Hold on. What is CT? You tell us what a CT is. So
I feel like, you know, it's a different. CT got different types of meaning. You know, I feel like if someone crazy, they could deem it as, I don't understand them. He got CT. Okay. And then it's real traumas that we had. Some of our peers, our brothers who passed away, who, you know, people say they can't really tell until after you pass. But for me, I feel like, I mean, we both from Florida. You know, coming from Florida, you got to deal with a lot of traumas.
A lot of stuff,
You know what I mean? Like, explain some of the traumas that you had to face just living in Florida, coming from Orlando. Like, what was that like?
Man, for me, like, man, it was crazy. Like even coming up, right, before, like, even going to college and things like that, like going through different things, like friends passing away, friends that you've been with every day getting locked up, gone for 5-10 years, different things like that, right? And then, like, especially like then where you going to lead, then like one of your best friends, like, that's coming to the games and being around, and then you getting a phone call after the game, like, oh damn, he just got stabbed in the club and died. You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then, like, even pushing it further, me being in a situation, me getting shot, like me being in a car and the whole car getting shot up, and one of my friends in the back seat getting shot 7 times, me only getting shot 1 time, and one of my other best friends that's driving, you know what I'm saying? And like with him, it was so crazy. Like, out of all of us that was in the car, he probably was the one that had the closest relationship with God. Like, he didn't cuss, he didn't drink, he didn't smoke, none of that stuff. And he got shot once, I got shot once. He got shot in the head. And for me to sit there and, like, for me to turn and see him dead, like head on the stairs, like real movie type shit. Like, you know, like when you watching the movies and that shit happening, the horn going off, like, you know what I'm saying? Like real life. Yeah, so I experienced that in real life. And to see that, like, it was crazy. So, you know, a lot of times it's like, damn, you think about it, like, damn, what if that was me? You know what I'm saying? Like, we in the car. I think it was probably like the car probably got hit, I think probably like 15 or 20 times. And boy in the back got hit 7, 8 times. I got hit once. And my other friend got hit one time in the head, and he the only one passed. And for us to watch that and see that, like, it's trauma.
Hell yeah.
It's trauma.
So how do you deal with that? You know, we here talking with not only one of the greatest running backs of all time, CJ2K. You know, you still hold NFL records, but we just talking about the trauma with being from Florida that people don't understand. You know, I think you had to go through that in the midst of your career in the off season.
Right.
Coming off a high end, right? That was one of the seasons you just.
It was off high end. I was with the Jets. That year I was with the Jets or whatever. That was the year I just left the Titans. I was with the Jets. And then actually I was excited about that off season because that was like my first time ever being able to hit free agency at the right time. Because when I left Tennessee, when I got released, free agency was already over. So this was going to be my first time ever being able to hit free agency. And then, like, for that to happen and that to set me back, like, I got shot in my shoulder. And, like, even when I got shot, I was still good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I broke collarbone, rib, shoulder bone, all that. I broke all those bones, but you know that shit is only like 4 to 6 weeks to recover. But like 2 weeks after I got shot, my hand started
twitching, right?
Twitching and shit like that. It started burning sensation. So I couldn't use my hand for like 4 to 5 months. Or whatever, and like shit, you know, in football, you gotta use your hands.
Especially the running back, they give you the ball.
They give you the ball, you gotta catch the ball, all that type of thing. So when that happened, that really fucked me up in the head because it was like, damn, well, this shit over. Like, shit, I don't give a damn how fast I am if I can't use my hand. Like, it's crazy. So eventually, you know, I end up moving to LA, out there training, all those type of things. And then it eventually came back, like going through therapy and stuff like that, eventually came back. And then I ended up getting picked up by one of your coaches, BA. BA ended up picking me up.
A weird coach.
Yeah, he ended up picking me up.
BA, so crazy.
Yeah.
Man, that's amazing, man, just to hear what you had to go through. I know you experienced a lot of trauma, not only prior to situations, but just to hear from that situation that you had to endure, like in a car shootout, see one of your close friends dead at the wheel, and then you got to go back and play football and deal with now your hand shaking because you got shot in the shoulder. Like, yo, that's trauma. Like, you know what I mean? How you get over that? Like,
that's
how?
Trauma. And the worst thing about it, like, it happened in your own city.
Right where you from? Right here in Orlando, in your hometown.
Yeah, it happened in your own city. So, like, it was like, damn, you feel me? But at the end of the day, shit, you know, then jumped over a lot of hurdles and things like that as far as, like, everything don't always go smooth. So, for me, it was like, man, this is just another situation. This is just something else that I can put on my shoulder to give me motivation. Because, you know, like, it's different, like when you in the league and like you just like a regular guy, and then year 5, 6, 7, and you pop off with a good season. I was like, but when you come in from day one, and you popping, and you like superstar year 1, year 2, now it's like you done did everything. Like, what else you gonna put on your shoulder to continue to give you that motivation? So I feel like guys within me, you, even Lendale, that had early success, like, what are you really working for? So you still need those little, I think we find those little things. We find those little things to be like, oh, they don't believe in me, or this and that make you continue to work hard and to make you continue to try to prove whoever it is wrong. So
So that's what I'm saying. You think us coming from Florida that we experience so much trauma that we kind of just make excuse for the trauma, like, damn, I done been through so much. Let me just try to use this scenario of a bad situation that you was in to just like, man, maybe let me put the onus on myself. And that's why I kind of started CTSPN, because I noticed like we coming from Florida, we already dealt with so much trauma, and to see the mental fortitude or how we continue to deal with it. And like you said, it's like we started to look at the trauma instead of getting the right support and therapy. We just look at it as another opportunity to grow or to show how better we could be. And those are things that, you know, as players, as humans, that we need to seek better opportunities of therapy to help us out, because to us, and being where we from, is like, man, it ain't nothing. We just gonna use that as motivation to try to get through. But
I'm gonna say something, because like I know y'all saying like Florida, but I think the reason why me and CJ probably connected so much, and the reason why we are, you know, as tight as we are, is because I'm from Denver, Colorado, and I know a lot of people be like, is there black people in Denver, right? Or you know, there's mountains, and I respect that, right? Because I get it. But I think me and CJ connected is because it was the trauma you talk about. Like I grew up, you know, in the projects too in Denver, Colorado. You know, welfare and all kind of stuff. It's no shot to my mom, but you deal with trauma. My dad, you know, my dad died of HIV when I was 12 years old. I never knew him. You know, so when you talk about like certain traumas and shit, it's like when you carry. Yeah, we as black men from the jump, we get so much trauma. Like nobody, we're born in the projects. Our parents aren't given the tools to get us out of there. Then they wonder why, like, you know, why we are the way we are. When we come up, it's like nobody ever gave us a chance to get out of here. Now that we're out of here and you're giving us this money or whatever it may be, you expect us to change.
Yeah, it's still the same because where we come from.
Yeah.
That's what I want to say. You think going through everything we all experienced shaped us as a football player? You think adversity or stuff you experienced or trauma kind of shape you as a player? Yeah. Kind of go back to what you said, is like that experience that you just use it as another challenge.
Yeah, I think so, because like even before you get that far to like let's say high school, college and all that, like I feel like we use certain things. Like I know a lot of times people be like, man, I grew up this type of way and I had to struggle with this, or I wore the same shoes all year, or it was some nights I ain't eat, or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, like I'm not sure about like how you grew up in your household or whatever like that. But like, even though we didn't have the best stuff, or even though we wasn't the kid that at the beginning of the year had 5, 10 pair of shoes or ate real good every night, our parents or our mom or dad or whatever still did the best they can do to, you know, provide for us. Know what I'm saying? Whether it was like, damn, shit, I want them Deons, I want them Nikes, but we in them pay less shoes. But you know what I'm saying? They ain't let us go to school barefooted. Yeah. But like those type of things, I feel like it shaped us, because when we was coming up, it's like, man, listen, when I get older or whatever, like I want to be able to get what I want to get. I want to be able to get them Deons. I want to be able to get them Jordans. I want to live like, I don't want to live like how I'm living now. I want to live better. Know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel like that helped shape us, and that gave us motivation. That's where we get our work ethic from. Because we could have easily been like, shit, this is just how we is, and we gonna do the same way. Are we gonna be the same way with our kids? So that's how I feel about that.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, you're right. All traumas we dealt with kind of mold us and growing, and I think they can provide inspiration for us and give us confidence to kind of look at things in a different perspective. But I think I recommend we all get, you know, therapy from just growing up and dealing with so many adverse situations and not knowing how to cope with them. You know what I'm saying?
So you get therapy, bro?
I be always getting therapy. Cause
like how often though?
Anytime I got something I'm stuck on, or I need to look at a situation with a different perspective, I'll call and get therapy, because it's like I'm getting an unbiased opinion.
Right. So it's not pulling up to the office, sitting back in the chair.
Nah, that's too much.
You ain't doing that, but it's like, call, you got somebody.
Yeah, I got a comfortable lady, Lisa, who I just call.
Yeah.
And we can just go over every scenario. So it's just like, to me, how do I manage my trauma and put myself in the best position because, you know, you kind of going through every emotion when you experiencing the trauma. You know what I'm saying? I can only fathom what you was thinking in your hometown here in the off season and your car get.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody love you. You think everybody
got your back. You running for 2,000 yards and doing what people, you know, kids dream to do, giving back to the city, and you feel like you see that they ain't giving you the same love. So I just feel like that's a trauma in itself. And not just only playing football, because I feel like people look at football players and just think, man, we gods and we got it made. We get paid so much, but they don't understand where we come from and like how we been molded. Like think about it like you was a 2-star ranked running back from right here. You know what I'm saying? One of the most.
You're a 2-star too, right?
Exactly.
Right.
So it's like, how did that make you feel? You feel me? Knowing you possess so much great things and then you get rated so low. Like, what's the trauma in that? Like
with 20,000 plus yards.
20,000 yards you had.
No, I'm talking about y'all combined
together.
2-star. You're talking about two 2-stars. In a room right now that got 20,000 plus yards in the NFL. How does that happen? How do you go from East Carolina to Orlando? Like from Orlando to East Carolina? Like,
man, it was just crazy. Like, bro, I still to this day I don't understand it. Like a lot of times I ain't gonna say my grades weren't the best, but at the same time, like it's plenty of people that went to bigger colleges that grades weren't the best either. Like, so it's just like a situation. And not only that, like I went to the state track meet. I finished second.
I see you.
Yeah, Walter Diggs beat me, but like I was really like,
you was elite.
Like when you think about Central Florida, like I was the fastest guy like around here ever. So like I don't understand it, but at the same time, I feel like I was overlooked. I think to myself like, and I'm different with my kids now. Like I ain't go to no camps. And I think that's probably what hurt me the worst, that I ain't go to any camps because it's so many, when you look back at it now, it's so many athletes in Florida. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't got social media. So who's to think to come to this school in Olympia where you got this kid, this 10'3", 100-meter kid.
Like moving.
Right, and track was my secondary sport. Football was my first, you know what I'm saying, my main sport. And I've been on varsity since my freshman year.
So how did that drive you? Because that trauma in itself, to know how great you is and know what you're doing. Like a 10-3 in high school, yo, that's insanity. That's real speed. So like, imagine you like, that's trauma in itself, but just dealing with knowing how good you was and still see somebody lower rate you, knowing how special you was. Like, how did that shape your mentality? Like, what kind of mentality you shape when people don't believe in you like you believe in yourself, or people don't see you for who you is, and then you already know who you is. Like, you already running 10-3.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes when stuff happen to us as human, we start to just like, oh, man, I should have. Nah, man, they should have recruited us. They did wrong. They should have made it right and put you in the right position. But I feel like that's the mentality we talk about, because how that made you feel, that made you want to be special.
If that shit made me want to be great. And for me, it wasn't so star to 2-star for me. For me, it's like,
well, the big
I ain't gonna say fuck Miami. I'm gonna just say Florida. No, but I'm just saying, take Miami out of it. Let's take Jacksonville out of it. Let's take all the surrounding areas, the other big cities out of it. And we talk about Orlando. So what got me the most is like, you come to, it's signing day.
Yeah.
And you seeing all these other kids around Orlando going to bigger schools, but you the best in Orlando.
Yeah.
You the best player in Orlando, and you're going to, and no knock on East Carolina, I love East Carolina. But I'm going to East Carolina, and you got guys going to Florida, Florida State, Miami, USC, all these, like, but you're the best guy in Orlando. And you seeing this, so that, I feel like that hurt worse than being rated a 2-star.
How would you explain that emotion?
It's
How
crazy.
that make you feel?
Wow, bro. Like, damn,
Tell
y'all
me the
really don't
emotion,
like.
like,
No, I'm
hey,
just
y'all
saying,
y'all
like,
ain't jacking
y'all
me?
ain't fucking with me. Y'all ain't, and it ain't like I'm doing.
You doing everything you supposed
I'm doing
to.
everything. I'm doing it on the field. I'm doing it on the track. I'm doing all this, and it's still like. But I feel like that helped me, my mentality, right? Because now, still to this day, you go look at the top 100 ranked in Florida, period. You go look at all the guys that went to the bigger schools than me in Orlando. Now, you look at the back end of the career. Who had a better career than me from Orlando? Or if you talk about running backs, 2004 class, which guys had a better career?
None of them.
Nothing.
So would you say people who experience the most trauma subjectively?
I feel like a lot of these scouts full of shit.
Yeah, they are.
They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, they you know what I mean? The writers, the voters, people who call talent, sometimes they make mistakes. They human too. But I feel like being that you went through all that trauma, that kind of drove you to success.
Right.
You think the people who go through the most, because I feel like being the greatest is a test.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like what made you so special, not only because you're already naturally special, but the trauma you had to deal with of people not giving you your flowers early or not allowing you.
That could have hurt me though.
That's what I'm saying.
You getting your flowers early, like you made it already. You like, I made it already. I ain't got to work as hard. It's given to me.
But I feel like sometimes when we so traumatized, then we just develop the attitude. I feel like people who more traumatized and go through the most subjectively, tough-minded people usually come out on top because they use that to drive them. But what would you tell somebody who may not been as talented of a guy like yourself? Because let's say everybody can't run for 2,000 yards. Some people would never be able to run the 10-3. And the things that you went through, you was able to overcome them because you was already so good and you was mentally tough. What would you tell a kid who may have not getting his flowers right now or getting the recruits or getting the stars that he may deserve? How do you tell that kid? What would you tell the kid to keep it together if he's not getting the right recruit right now? He's not getting the right pick right now.
Man, just keep working, man. Because hard work, a lot of time, hard work overcomes talent. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have somebody that's talented and just can go out there and do this and do that, and they probably ain't going to work hard. But eventually, like, it ain't about who's the best right now. And that's why I try to tell my kids, because, you know what I'm saying? They 12 right now.
Yeah.
It ain't about who the best right now. It's who going to be the best when it's time to go to that draft or when it's time to go to college. Like, it's okay. It might be a kid that's the best right now that hit their peak right now in youth football or high school. But what it's going to be when you hit that peak in college, when it's time to go to the draft. You know what I'm saying? So it's about who going to be the best the longest, not who the best right now. So I would tell a kid right now, man, just keep working, man, and use it as motivation.
Love that. Gotta stay motivated.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about the year you going for 2,000 yards, like what that felt like. What that felt like being the best after everything you've been through, everything they said about you, all the recruitment, the East Carolina, and now you get into the league. You still went third round.
No, first. I went first round. First 24. Yeah, I still went first round.
Let's get that clear.
Get that clear. I went first round.
Don't get that. So you finally get your flowers first round. How does that feel after?
Nah, I still don't feel like I got my flowers.
Because somebody went before you.
Yeah.
Because you wasn't the number one guy. What you feel like?
I wasn't the number one guy.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I ain't getting my flowers. Like, I still feel like, man, I did what I did. And there wasn't no denying it. But, like, I still was the fifth running back taken. I went first round, but I felt like I was better than all of those guys. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I feel like everything throughout my career, like, we could talk about going to college. We could talk about going to the pros. We could talk about even after 2,000-yard season, like it was always something that I was able to use to drive me to create the motivation. So like a lot of people like, yeah, you was a first rounder, you went 24th, this and that, but I was the fifth running back taken, and I knew none of those guys was better than me. You know what I'm saying? But it's all guys playing. You know what I'm saying? It's all God's plan. So that just kept me motivated.
So CJ2K used his trauma and turned his trauma into motivation to be able to will himself in the position. How would you able to just continue creatively to keep going mentally? Because that's the team we like to focus on CTSPN, the mental fortitude of high-level athletes that never give up. You know what I mean?
I think with mental, man, it's everything it's in the head. You know what I'm saying? And if you strong mentally, bro, you could push through anything. You know what I'm saying? You could push through anything because like those, like I feel like with a lot of us, like those type of things about like being overlooked recruiting or like I say, I feel like I was the best running back in the draft and going the fifth running back taking all those stuff. Like when we think about real life situations, that shit, small shit to a giant, that shit right there, that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like talking to your friend before the game and then going to play the game, and then when you get on the goddamn airplane and like you getting 10 minutes like, damn, dog just got stabbed to death. You know what I'm saying?
That's the real thing about life.
That's real life. Like I feel like life is way more harder than the situations we going through. Like we going through those situations, and it's just like especially like college. We in college, like, shoot, we going to college for free. Like, yeah, we playing ball, we doing something we like. We going to college for free. We in the league, we going through situations, but we still got millions and millions of dollars to still like, damn, yeah, like, boy, this shit going on, but boy, I still got this paper over. I could do this and that. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's different when you like going through these situations and you dead broke. Know what I'm saying? You dead broke and you going through this mental situation. That's when you come to the fact with like, damn, that when they want to kill themselves, all type of shit.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing to turn to when you broke, you ain't got no money, and you got to go through this mental situation. Like, it's crazy. You can't provide for your family, no nothing, and you go into these different jobs and you keep getting turned down, and you got to go home and your kids begging for this and you can't provide it for them. That shit way more tougher than like you in the league and like whatever that situation is.
So yeah, just talking to you, man, just see that you got life in the right perspective. You know what I mean? And every phase of life, you kept your integrity, you kept God with you, and you never let it deteriorate your position. And that's why that's admirable. And that's why we wanted to get you on CTSPN to just go over that. Because I know even after retiring, you went back to school, got your degree, just like myself. It's like, what that mean to you? For your family, your kids, for you to go back after having an amazing career and finish what you started?
Shit, it was cool. Like, go back and get it because, you know, that was something that I promised somebody that I would do and things like that. But, you know, once you out of it and things like that, the degree is cool. But, like, sometimes it be hard, like, what I'm using this for. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We still got to grind and, like, figure it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like, what I'm using it for.
I mean, I guess you're just finishing what you started and motivating the kids. So like, yo, I got mine.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's fine. Yeah. So yeah, man, I feel like that was, let's play some games now. You feel me? That was 5CT2K. So segment 1, this call right here, this is a game called Is He All Right? I'm gonna list a couple of running backs, and I want to know, is he all right? This is Is He All Right edition.
Okay.
So wait, so AB, when you say is he all right, is that like, is he straight? Is he tight? Is he nice? Is he nice, or is he just average?
Pro Bowl player?
Yeah, is he lit? Is he going good?
Okay.
You feel me? It's like, is he all right? Is his career going the right way right now? Mm-hmm. It's like it's the he's all right. You feel me? Let's see if he's all right. Let me, you remember that song?
Yeah.
Let me ask you, let me get the running back names right now. He's all right segment with CJ2K. I'm going to give you a name, and I'm going to ask, is he all right? Derrick Henry, is he all right?
Yeah, all right.
He's all right? You think he's going to be good with the Ravens this year?
Great.
He's going to be all right?
Easy money.
What is he going to do?
I feel like he'll have 1,300.
1,300? How many tutties? Pro Bowl year?
Yeah,
I think a Pro Bowl year because like you going from he coming from a Tennessee offense to where he's the main guy, everybody focusing in on him, and then you going to Baltimore where everybody focusing in on Lamar, and they're gonna run that little option, that type of that offense, and it's like you can't just focus straight on him, and he's such a big guy and fast that I feel like he all right.
He's all right. Derek, all right. What about Tony Pollard?
Pollard
all right? Tony Pollard.
Okay, so I got mixed opinions on TP. And TP is a Titan, so I hope he goes crazy this year. But what my mixed emotion is because they were so high on him, they let Ezekiel go, right? He was a Cowboy last year, and now he's a Titan. So I feel like he got some juice, but I got to see. So I'm not sure. I can't say he's
he's not all right?
I don't know if he's all right.
He's not all right. He may not be all right. Tony, you got to get it right.
Go crazy then, TP.
What about Cordell Patterson? Cordell's all right? Is he all right?
I don't think he's all right.
He's not all right. How they put him 84 at running back? Yo, he's not all right. Hey, Cordell Patterson, you're not all right. What about Ezekiel Elliott? He's all right?
Man, I'm going to let you.
He's not all right? Nah, he's not all right. Zeke, when a team lets you go and they bring you back after they took a guy over you, you're not all right. They're not going to.
And they just signed Dalvin Cook.
They just signed Dalvin Cook.
So that shows me right there. Like I always been a Zeke fan, right?
Yeah.
But like you say, they let him go, bring him back, and then they just signed Dalvin Cook. So that tells me right there that they ain't got no faith in him. So
he's not all right, Zeke. Not all right. What about Shannon Sharp? You think he's all right? He's all right.
He retired.
I don't know. He might still not be all right. You heard? I heard his back getting blowed out. So
he's not all right.
All right. He's not all right.
He's not all right.
He's not all right. Segment. All right, that was the first segment. This is another segment. I'm going to say a word phase. You tell me if it's some cracker shit, some nigga shit, or some faggot shit, or both. And why? ESPN. What is that? That's cracker shit. Come on, 2K. This is a segment called what is it? Cracker shit, nigga shit?
Yeah, I'm with you.
ESPN, what is ESPN? Cracker shit, right?
Shit, yeah.
All right, thank you. Number 2, throat tattoos. I know you got one called God 100 throat. Let me see that right there.
Yeah.
Is that nigga shit or that's?
I feel like it's both.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know
that could be nigga or cracker shit.
Yeah, they be full sleep.
Yeah, they don't care. They go crazy.
They go
that could go for both sides.
Yeah, both sides.
What about Donald Trump?
That's both sides.
I feel like now
that's some
it's
cracker
both.
shit, but it's coming.
No, I feel like now it's both.
Okay, I like that.
Now,
it's coming into some nigga shit now.
Yeah, before it was
cracker shit.
Yeah, but now I feel like it's both.
I like
so
that.
How do you feel about Trump?
I feel like Trump is trying to do the right things to bring back a better economy.
Yeah.
But it's some cracker shit. You feel me?
Right. So you saying so you don't agree with both. You saying
I feel like
the reason why I say both because I feel like more black people are coming around. More niggas coming around.
There is, but we still trying to figure out like what he's gonna do for the niggas. So I feel like it could be both.
Yeah.
Niggas and cracker shit. You feel me? Who you guys voting for the election? Who y'all voting for? Yeah, who you voting for? Kamala or Trump? Who you voting in this election?
I'm going Trump.
I like that. Who you going?
Look, what do you mean?
I see that. Yeah, zoom in on that. Yeah, we going Trump. Fight on. Trump took a bullet for us. We riding with Trump.
Fight on, man. You know.
What running backs you guys watching nowadays, and who would you deem the best?
Right now I ain't gonna even lie. It's a young guy, and I feel like I'm rocking with Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs, who he play with right now?
He played with on Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs, the best running back right now. You would stand on it?
No, I feel like
best right now.
I feel like he's coming. He's gonna take over.
Okay,
the best
like,
right now
I like
CMC.
Who's your best right now?
CMC right now,
Christian Mack,
which is the Denver product,
and Taylor, Jonathan
but
Taylor.
But you think Christian Mack just get overfed and put in the best position? Because I'm like, yo, you as a black running back,
See.
Some games you wanted 30 carries. What's that like when you want the ball and you can't quite get it?
Yeah, it's real. Yeah,
give me the details on what it's like being a running back and you can't get the touches you want. Because I watch Christian Mack and I feel like he get the ball so much, and I feel like when they're in the red zone, it's automatic going to him to score.
You get it so much, and you got the playmakers around you. So when you got that type of offense around you, and you getting it as many times you want to get, it's easy. But then we talk about a guy, we say like Saquon, or we talk about Jonathan Taylor, and those guys. You don't have that same offense around you, support system, and you're not getting the ball as many times as you want to. So, of course, you're not going to put up the same type of stats as he did.
And also,
so is that nigga shit or cracker?
But you also, hey, hold on. No, but hold on, AB. Hold on, AB. But hold on, AB. The man, but hold on. He traded for that man. You know, Kyle Shanahan, Christian was in his wedding. They grew up together.
So the offensive coordinator is on a buddy system with Christian Mack and put him in the best position you ever seen a running back to be in.
So right, is that Cracker?
That's Cracker shit.
Okay, all right.
Because how it feels as a running back when you can't get the ball, you at the 1 yard line and they bring Lendale to score the tutty. You like, what the fuck? I need that tutty.
Yeah, well, it depends. Like in our situation, we like
y'all love each other, so it's different.
Yeah, but we know the game plan.
Yeah, the game plan.
I know, like,
if it get down there, he going.
Man, listen, if I'm on the 50-yard line and I have a long run and I know I get tackled within the 5, I know he's coming in because that's the offense.
He smashed coming in and go.
So it ain't like, and people use that so like, do y'all what? No, like we know what's going on. We know that he's coming in the game. Like that's the game plan. So it's like. Yeah. We're a team, you know what I'm saying? We smashing that.
I like how y'all got this relationship because most football players, niggas don't be cool. Mm-hmm. Niggas be jealous. How do y'all develop this cool bond even after y'all was playing? Because I know, playing with certain players, it's a lot of envious, and you being in a successful position. Like, how do y'all coexist and be so genuine even after playing? Because I remember watching y'all playing. It'd be like so much fun. Like, brothers in the NFL who really happy for each other. Yeah. And that's rare. You get two players who really elite at the same position that actually celebrate each other or want to see each other have success. Right. How do y'all come to that development of a good relationship like that?
I think for me, honestly, it's the genuine comes from seeing the hard work. Like you can't knock somebody that you see come in and give they all to the game. You know what I'm saying? And then you see the success that comes with that. I play with Reggie Bush, USC. Everybody knows that. But I also seen Reggie Bush work his ass off. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I can't be jealous of a dude that's in there on his day off trying to be the best he could possibly be. I seen 2K come in. He's a rookie, right? And maybe I should have took pointers from a rookie because he comes in, AB, I couldn't wait to go home and go get high and chill it, had a women, whatever it may be. I couldn't wait to get home. He's at the facility. He's like, I'll be over there in a little bit. I got to get my treatment in. I got to watch this film and then I'll be over. I couldn't wait to leave. So ain't no way in hell I could hate on the man that I seen literally take his career first, put everything first, ball the fuck out. I'll be a genuine hater to be like, man, you don't deserve that. That's some genuine hating shit. So it's love because the hard work he put into the game, I watched it. Then I get to see 2000. Then it was never no hating shit from him. When he came out the game, I get him in. So like, that's my brother for life, man.
Nah, that's real brother and mentorship to see you guys, still carry the smashing dads years later after your career, man. That's admirable, cool. Cause you know how it is. You probably got few people in your hand you probably talk to from your NFL playing days. Right, how many guys you talk to?
Probably right now, I'll probably say like, including him, probably like 4 total.
That's what I'm saying. How many guys you play with every year? Man, thousands of guys.
I played on 3 different teams, so it's like thousands of guys, and like, it's crazy.
So what's the mental fortitude with going from like so many teams and having a huge expectation on yourself? Because I feel like as a player, no one really never delve into the trauma when you leave a team because like the team that draft you where you start with, they always got a certain love for you to take care of you or have that respect for you. Like, okay, we know how you go about his business or work. What is it like when you go to a new team and it's a new situation? Like, explain that mental fortitude of like, what's that like when you leave Tennessee after that many years of success and running and you go somewhere else and it's like, What's the mentality of the trauma of switching teams when you an elite player for a club for so long? Like, explain.
Man,
what is that like?
It's crazy because like you go into a different situation, it feel like you the stepchild. Sure. Basically, when you go into these different teams, because like you know how it is when you come in with your draft class and you done been with this team 6, 7, 8 years, and it's like, okay, this is my family. This, know what I'm saying? There's people that got my back. Everything's like you don't got to use GPS nowhere. You know the city, you know your routine, you know everything. Then you go into these different cities, and it's like, and with these different teams, it's like, dang, you go over here, these guys, they got their little group, and you just out here, and then, but they know who you are just because you're a superstar in this league. So yeah, they know you, and they fuck with you and shit like that. They gonna show love, but it's just not the same feeling.
Not genuine. It ain't genuine. In the right spot, right?
Yeah, it ain't genuine. It ain't the same. You know what I'm saying?
That's when you experience the business. They like shit.
Right.
You here just to do what you do.
Right,
we ain't really. It ain't really that same love. So I know being a guy who played for the team for so long and go to another team, that's trauma in itself because you ain't going to get the same love. You may not get to be in position and the jealousy of other people because now they know you there with a higher price and a higher opportunity than them.
Right.
So now you ain't really got that same camaraderie that may preeminate success. And that's a form of trauma as well, just being a football player and experience playing. But let's get to the speed, man. Like, explain when you ran the 4.2, the fastest 40 at the combine. Like, what was that like when you just smoke it and then you just get done running? Like, did you already know you killed it or?
I didn't know I killed it, but I knew I was gonna run a 4.2. Like, plain and simple. Like, you know, like when you get to the combine, where everybody they see the working out. They don't see all the other shit that goes into it, the warm up. No, not even the warm up. Like the meetings.
Oh yeah, people.
The meetings.
Yeah,
the
hospital. You at the hospital.
Like
all the trauma you gotta go through.
All that shit, bro. Like
just getting recruited. You gotta be on stage.
Recruited.
No
draws, and shit. All that type of shit. You going in the doctors, they pulling
all your joints.
All this shit. So by the time you get to the working out, you like, man, I'm ready to go home already.
Just get it over with.
Yeah. So, but then going to the meetings and shit, like all of the coaches asked me, like, what do I think I'm gonna run? This and that. Like I'm like, shit. I'm probably. I know I'm gonna run a 4.2. I probably run like 4.25. Every organization laughed at me when I said that.
So that they took you right back to the trauma of being in Orlando when people didn't believe.
Right. They didn't believe me. So
you put that in that gas tank, got to the motivation.
Got to the motivation. So I went out there, I ran 4.24. The crazy thing about it, on my second round, I pulled my hamstring. So I'm going to the table, the training table, they rubbing me out, and then who was it? I forgot what commentator it was. They came over, they're like, oh, you just broke Deion record. You ran 4.24. And after that happened, I'm like, man, y'all might well pat myself. I'm finna go home. I'm finna go home, get the bag ready. Yeah, and then the crazy thing about it, after I ran the 4.24 and I got home, I feel like that's really, really my first time.
Good, right?
Not even feeling good, but really experiencing a real recruiting process. Because after that, it went crazy.
So you finally got what you deserve.
Right. So now everybody blowing the phone down. Before the draft, I had 16 visits.
Damn. That's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Flying different city. I had 16 visits.
Yeah.
16, bro.
Amazing.
So that's why I say I really felt a recruiting thing then. After that, after everything I did, 16. Bro, my senior year at college, I had 3,000 all-purpose yards.
Crazy.
Know what I'm saying? Like going crazy. Then I ran to 40, and then it was really know what I'm saying?
He was playing against Boise.
Hey.
No, I'm just talking shit. No, because listen, we know that shit transferred over to the league for sure.
So tell me that moment of emotion when you done been through so much as a kid, running 10-3, doing some amazing thing here in Orlando, and you got to fly way out to East Carolina to go prove your hard work there. Then you go to the combine, drop the fastest 40 they ever seen, beating Deion time, another Florida native. And then you get to experience the real recruiting and the real love that you deserve. Explain that emotions of how you feel in that moment and when you finally get a little bit of the flowers what you deserve for the recruitment. Like, how you felt?
Right. It was crazy. I felt good about it because, like, man, now I'm finally here. Know what I'm saying? I'm finally here. You got the sponsorships calling. Like, everything is like I'm finally here. But like we say, we always find something within that little, because my goal was like, my goal was never like, I want to be a top 5 pick. No, I ain't gonna say that wasn't my goal, but like in my head, I knew that'll never happen. Me coming from East Carolina, know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but still, at the end of the day, all this stuff that I done did, I'm still the 5th running back taken. So if we go back to drafts like these days and time right here, I'd probably be a 5th, 6th round pick if I'm the 5th running back taken, because the number 1 running back ain't going about the 3rd round. You know what I'm saying? So like it's something like within the universe, it's always a way that it pulls you back down to reality. And no matter what all that shit, 3,000 yards, all purpose as a senior, fastest 40 in history, and I'm still the 5th running back taken off the board.
I think God give his toughest shoulders is the hardest battle. And when you go through your mental fortitude, the toughness, it just show like everything that you went through, you just use as an inspiration to get you through. Even if it didn't go your way or it just, and that's what part of make you great, what make you special. And that's why I wanted to sit down here to focus on that today, man. You never let any situation in your life, whether it was good or bad, deteriorate you from being motivated. And I feel like being motivated and being inspired and being encouraged is the most important thing you could do, because you got the control of that in your attitude of how you take, you know what I mean, criticism or use stuff that you go through for your own betterment. And that's part of being great.
Right.
And that's why we wanted to have you on CTSPN, you know, focus on your mental fortitude of your greatness of dealing with trauma. Because as we talked about, you know, trauma wasn't just for us in the NFL. It been started as a kid when you was in high school being great and they didn't let you know. But you didn't ever let no one else reality dictate your reality. You always stay true to, man, I know who I'm is. I ain't gonna let that affect me, because sometimes people let their traumas affect their reality. And then if you let your trauma affect your reality, then you ruin your reality with more trauma, because in life, it's all about the ebbs and flows of dealing with good and bad and navigating it with the best for yourself. So when we focus on your mental fortitude, man, we just admire your greatness of, you know, persevering through all negativity and not letting it affect you, using it all for the grace and the good. And it's admirable, cool, just to sit with you and acknowledge that. But I want to ask you some more things, like you think you would beat Cheetah in the race? Who you think fast right now in the NFL?
Right
like
now,
real
Cheetah.
Cheetah.
Yeah, Cheetah.
Cheetah is one of
in the A-Chain.
A-Chain fast running back
fast,
too.
Yeah. Cheetah, A-Chain. Who else?
Oh, that dude from Seattle.
Nah,
man.
the dude from
Tariq, the Woolen kid.
Fast too. Oh,
him and
cornerback. Yeah, that dude. He's
what's the guy? The receiver from? He's in Green Bay.
Number 13, he's fast.
Watson or something like that. Yeah, he got some gas.
You think you would beat Cheetah in his prime, racing?
In his prime? In my prime?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. How not?
So what I'm asking,
hey yo, what was that dance you used to do?
I'm saying,
like
hold on, wait, before you go there, but I'm saying, what do you think? You seen this shit live in person?
What I think, for sure, you probably could beat him. I ain't never see a guy just nigga trying to tackle you, break him off, and you just still smoke him.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, the level of breakaway speed you was showing, I don't think no guy could beat you. I just wanted you to tell me.
Okay, yeah.
If you ask me what I think, for sure I'm going with CJ2K.
Okay.
I ain't never seen guys,
I don't know, like,
I believe you.
I see you had Cheetah
on here. I believe in your speed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cheetah a fast guy, but I ain't really see Cheetah too many times just get the ball and I feel like he'll smoke him now. I ain't never seen him just.
That's 7 yards.
Like, but then
7 yards behind and then smoking.
You feel me? And then you go with it. So that's a different
and
type
then the
of
thing about it, he like a lot of his might be a go ball or he might get a screen
running.
and whatever. He never had to break tackles and get through and
I
then
done seen you
hit
take
it.
the Jets.
Yeah.
After you broke 2 tackles and
Right.
Explain that touchdown dance that you used to do when you and Jacoby used to do that recipe.
Yeah.
That was
Recipe
amazing.
Hey man, that's crazy. Yeah, recipe Jacoby. But we just celebrated Jacoby's birthday the Sunday prior, and then the next Sunday I got the call that he passed. Like what? That was crazy. But yeah, so the thing about that dance was it's an Orlando dance. It was a kid. It was a kid by the name, they called him Popeye. He used to do this dance all the time, right? So what happened was in the off season, we was here, we had a pool party, and he came to the pool party, he did a dance or whatever. And then I'm like, man, you know, I need a signature dance. So when I started going crazy and stuff, I just used to do it. I used to do it after every touchdown, and then when Jacoby seen it, Jacoby started doing it. And so now, and Jacoby a real dancer. He went to going overboard. So like now I'm at the house like, boy, I gotta put some extra on this. Sauce on there. I gotta put some sauce on this thing. So like we went to going back and forth and stuff like that. And what's crazy where everybody don't know, like a lot of people try to make it seem like we was beefing and battling like within it. Man, we used to call each other after every game like, boy, I just seen you, boy, you went crazy, boy. I'm finna get in the lab. I got something for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I used to go back and forth like that. But man, I love that nigga to death, man.
That was a blessing. So tell me now, CJ2K, after all of the success, what do we do now? How is life mode after the field? Like, what's the next challenge for you? Getting your kids to be the best? Like, what's your purpose now after all your success, all your achievements? What's driving you now in life still?
Right. For me now. Right now, just seeing the wave right now, you seeing so many of these past legends and their kids getting drafted now, either going in the league or either in these top D1 schools and stuff right now. So right now, like my main focus and everything, like my main priority is my kids. I got twin boys that play football. They love to play football, run track. So just, you know, coaching them up and making sure they got the right mindset. And yeah, that I say that, bro, they gonna need some of them route running tips, man.
I would love to help them. Let me know.
Like for real, like we need to get together summer or something like that, get it together. But yeah, we doing that and stuff like that. Real estate. Got a couple Airbnbs out in Davenport and stuff like that. So I've been kind of focusing in on that and just trying to really find my way. Like I went to broadcast boot camp. I went to scouting school and things like that, and just really trying to find my way, man. Like I ain't gonna lie, those, like, you know, the broadcasting world and stuff is hard to get in. They letting certain people in. So like I just feel like that's one of the main reasons like why me and bro we started our own podcast, because like shoot, if you ain't gonna let us in your way, we gotta do our own thing. We gotta figure it out. So like I just been focusing a lot on that and just trying to figure it out, bro. Real talk.
How you get the kids to stay driven? Like, how is it for your kids growing up with a rich dad and just knowing everything is already given? Like, how do you keep them, like, because my son, I be like, yo, bro, if I gotta wake you up, bro, it's over.
Right.
They're watching your videos and Justin Jefferson. They see y'all, so that he's rich, but they see you, and they like, I want to be like AB.
Maybe AB, but listen, my kids know. They know. Yeah, the work, but they gonna see one thing about my kids. They gonna work. They want it. Like I never made them play sports, so they like football. Now they want it, but like I think it's a lot easier for the kids these days because they see the social media. They see AB highlights. They see Justin Jefferson highlights, and they want that. You know what I'm saying? They driven by it, and it's like, you know, I tell them straight up, hey man, listen, Lil Pookie around the corner probably ain't eating tonight. He really want this. So when you go out there versus dog, like, hey, you gotta come with that shit.
Yeah.
You gotta come with it. And for me, bruh think I'm crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because I be on some shit. Like I be out there watching them niggas and I be like, man, y'all niggas trash.
Yeah.
Like, boy, y'all niggas good. Like, nah, fuck that. Y'all not to the standard that I want y'all at right now. Like, I know they good and I know they gonna be good. But like I still like sometimes I do that shit. Like sometimes I just do it,
get the best out of them.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, man, that shit was trash today, man. Like, what the fuck you on? Like, I ain't on that shit. Or sometimes I just like say if we gonna work out at the house or sometime, like sometimes I get out of bed and like, yeah, today I'm gonna be on fuck shit. Yeah, like I'm cussing niggas out and shit just for no reason. Like, while we out there training,
cut the demon on.
Yeah, cut the demon on. Like,
because you gotta traumatize them to build a mentality.
Well, right. Yeah, especially because they ain't growing up the way we grew up. So
Right.
you got to give them a little bit of that.
You got to give them a
for
little
sure.
bit
You
of
100%
grittiness so they
correct.
can know what it takes.
Right,
Just to
right.
experience it a little bit.
Right. Got to. So yeah, I know I be on the fuck shit sometimes, but
It's like bring the best out of them.
So you be on the same fuck shit with the kids?
You have to be because you got to build a mentality. I got to prepare you for the world.
Yes, sir.
The coach might come in today and be like, hey, yo, bro, we ain't even practice today. You just finna run all day.
Right.
And the kids got to be prepared for that.
Right.
So it's like you just shaping the mentality. And when you realize if the kid's not prepared for this mentality, because you got to be really, you got to love this. You got to own into this.
Right.
So for me and my son, he like play basketball. He like 16. I be trying to get on him, bro. You got to wake up by yourself.
Right. Yeah, I ain't waking you up.
I ain't waking you up.
Right.
I could make the pancakes, but bro, you 11th grade is over now. You got to.
Right.
So it's just trying to balance between being a great dad, father, and making sure like, yo, if you doing this is what it's going to take.
Yes, sir.
And this the accountability. So.
Right. So at what age, I'm glad you said that. He's 16?
16.
So at what age was you like, okay, we're gonna, instead of you just having fun with this, we finna take this shit serious? Like
what age I was for myself or what age?
No, for your son, for him.
I mean, it's on him. To me, I look at it as I can't take it serious with you. I can hold your hand and lead you, but at the end of the day, it's on your seriousness.
So when he comes to you like, Dad, this is what I want to do, that's when you grab him like, hey, all right, so now I got to turn up on you.
Nah, I feel like he always going to say like, this is what he want to do. Because that's what kids going to say. Because that's what dad want to hear.
But it's different with you because your dad
that guy.
Was that guy. And he
leave that flowers.
Know what I'm saying?
I know,
like,
but my son.
I didn't have that. Like my dad, he was in my life and stuff like that, but he wasn't like the guy that's like finna take me to the field and like show me the way and do it, show me route running or show me how to run the ball in the details. You had that. So it's different. So like with me, I'm kind of like trying to be that dad with like doing it. I didn't have that. And I feel like I would have been a better player
if you had that.
If I had that.
See, my dad was always away. I ain't really never was raised with my dad. My dad played football, Albany Firebirds, 10 years, was a Arena League greatest player ever. But I didn't grow up with him.
Okay.
Him and my mom ain't have a good relationship. So my mom was just like, she hated him. Like, don't even call on the TV if he playing.
Right.
So for me, it was just like, as a teenager, I had to make my own decision in my life. Like, yo, if I don't take football serious or do the right things to get myself in the best position, then I probably ain't going down the right path because everything at Miami was bad and negative. So with my son, I just look at it as, yo, whatever you do, I'm going to support you and have your back. Mm-hmm. But you got to be a man and take that step on responsibility to making that onus within yourself. Because if you want to play, whatever you want to do in life, it's going to require some work, discipline, commitment, and intangibles of how good you are at it.
Right.
So to me, I'm just like waiting back to my son really actually put it in his head where he actually really wanted.
Right,
I feel like he gonna, of course, Dad, you want to play? Like, yeah, I want to play, of course.
Right.
All these kids are gonna tell you what they think you want to hear or what's, make you happy. But I'm like, yo, until I see you committed and working out on yourself and developing the game yourself, not because Dad paid the trainer, not because Dad got the chef cooking for you, because I feel like nowadays the kids don't really appreciate those blessings.
Right.
When we growed up, it's like, nigga, make a sandwich. You feel me? Like, you feel me? It's like nowadays I don't even eat the bread because now I know about the gluten-free. I'm so smarter on how to take care of myself better. But it's like we had to fend for ourselves, and those little traumas made us more independent, more driven, and more able to handle no matter the situation. So to me, I'm just trying to build my kids up. I want them to do what they desire to do, and now I'll get behind them as I see they want to do it. But I'm not going to throw them to the wood or take them to the lake and wait for them to drink. I want to see you drinking and be like, yo, this is what we doing or the taste, and then we go to the theaters. But for me, I want to let the kids be kids and grow up and do what you love. Let you choose, because it's not like we're in a situation where how I grew up, where we in poverty and we like, yo, if you don't do this, you going to be extra fucked. You already fucked right now. So it's like, yo, we had to, you feel me, back against the wall. So to me, we raising our kids in another standpoint to where we in different positions now. So it's like, whatever you do, I'm going to love and respect you, but let's just do it with your heart, not because I want you to do it. So
exactly.
That's where I'm at with it. But yeah, man, it's been amazing You feel me? It's been an amazing pod. I'm here with 2K Lendale, one of the great backs in the world. What is it like being a running back, though? I wanted to ask some running back questions. Dude, what's the worst part about it being a running back? Being hit? Blocking for the quarterback?
Yeah, pass pro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
pass pro.
Pass pro is the worst shit?
Yes.
When they call Ringo or Leo and they slide the line. And
I mean, you run on one with that backer, you
James
looking up,
Harrison,
right?
James
Harrison.
Oh, he coming down your nose
Yeah.
and his face mask a little bit
Right.
more. He should
That
put
is-
Teflon on this shit, so it's gonna hurt a little bit.
Sean
Right.
Merriman. Yeah, you got to block
Yeah,
them
them
one-on-one.
guys.
So who was the worst guy you had the pass block? James Harrison?
Harrison, yeah. James Harrison.
For me,
James Harrison,
it was
for me.
I'm going to say a young boy because I didn't realize how cold this dude was. And that was Von Miller. I was playing with the
he
Broncos.
came straight down?
I came with the Broncos. Listen, he came in the Broncos. He had on like I don't even know if the number was his number. It wasn't 58. It was like 68 or something. You know how they get the rookies, whatever number. He coming at the first day of practice. The dog was so fast around the edge. I wasn't expecting it. I can't lie. Yeah, Von Miller was so cold. It was ridiculous. Especially as a rookie.
He surprised you
Yeah.
as a rookie?
As a rookie, I wasn't expecting that. Not even close. Hell no.
Came around there fast,
Man, Von Miller.
So the worst part about playing running back in the NFL is the probably pass block.
Hell yeah.
Yo, what is it like for a running back after a game, after a season, in the offseason? Can you explain me what's the feeling of a running back like?
Man,
What's the
especially like during the week. Like, it's just you got to get your body back right. You got to think back then it's different than now. Like, we getting that bit 25 times. So that's like, shoot, you getting hit 25 times, car crash 25 times, your body is fucked up, it's
So
sore.
your back and your neck, or your
Back,
neck and your
everything.
back?
neck and my
Man,
back.
listen,
And my
my
knee.
knee.
and my back,
And
and your
your
knees
knee.
and ankles, everything. Like,
Damn.
shit hurt. Like, I really thought it was a game. It's how I really got, like, college, NFL, to where, like, you going through a game and then, like, you know, after the game, you all right. Then you wake up that next morning, like, what
Damn.
the fuck? I just got out of bed and I can't even walk straight. Like, what the fuck? But it's just like getting that shit back right and going through the right treatment and you taking care of your body at the end of the day. Like, it is what it is. At some point, though, you get to the point where, like, you like that feeling.
So you just started to embrace that.
Embrace that bitch. Like, yeah, I know
So
I'm
that's
be
the
sore
trauma.
as fuck.
That's go back to the mentality.
Right.
You just started embracing that. Like,
Yeah.
yo, I feel fucked up. So what?
So, well, I don't give a damn. I know when Sunday come, be all right.
So after the game on Monday, what's like your training? Like, could you lift weights after a game?
Yeah, lift. You gotta lift. You
Gotta
have to
lift.
lift. You gotta run. You gotta get all that toxin inside your shit. This and that. Get your treatment, and then, like, you know, Tuesday you off, but shit, you still gotta come in and get that treatment, like straight
So your
treatment all day,
routine.
massages.
So running back, you gotta have a routine.
Yeah, you gotta have that routine. Like Tuesday, like, you know, when you could be at home chilling this and that, but like I used to always on my Tuesdays, I make sure I get in early, get all my treatment done, then I go watch film, and then after I go watch film, I go back home. My massage therapist meet me at the house, do my massages and all that stuff like that, and then shoot, by Wednesday come shit, I'm
There
back
you
ready
go.
to go to practice.
That's right.
Yeah.
Who? Oh, let me get your top 5 running backs all time. We here with CJ 2K. It's only a few running backs who ran for 2K. I remember you. What's my guy who passed away? Rest in peace.
OJ,
OJ
Yeah,
ran for
OJ,
2K. Who
yeah.
else?
Jamal Lewis,
Jamal Lewis. This is an elite club. Only a
AP,
few people.
him.
AP, Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry went for 2K.
Yeah, Derrick Henry went for 2K.
Woo.
And that wasn't with Lamar Jackson.
That was
That
like
one
Timothy.
Lamar.
That was on his back, huh?
Yeah.
2K.
Barry
list.
Sanders.
TD.
Barry Sanders went
Barry
for 2K.
Sanders,
TD.
Terrell Davis.
Terrell Davis.
Who your boy?
This only a team. This is an elite club of 7, huh?
It's 8. It's 8.
8 of y'all?
8. Your boy from around.
Not Mark. He didn't go for.
Yeah, Eric
Dickinson
Dickinson went for
went for
21.
Oh,
He won 2100. Eric Dickinson won 21. I
God
think that's everybody.
damn.
Yeah, I gotta say, shout out to the 2K
Yeah.
Elite Club, man. You gotta be an insane guy
Yeah.
to run for 2,000 yards in the season in the NFL, man. I want to
Damn.
commend
Yeah.
you for that, and shout out to all the guys on the 2K rushing. That's like
I'm
2 seasons in one.
trying to tell you.
That's amazing, man.
I'm trying to tell you.
I used to love you used to wear the red bottom on the bottom of your
See what I'm
cleats,
saying?
bro. I used to watch
See,
that.
Red
That's
glove,
red glove.
Listen, that's how I know. That's how you know
I used to
motherfuckers
watch
is
you,
football
bro.
players.
I'm like, yo, that boy gonna get ghosts in the red bottoms. I'm like,
how
yo,
I know
Nike,
niggas
put
is
the
real.
red on my shit. That boy getting ghosts.
Yeah.
I used to
See
watch
them
you,
red
bro.
bottoms?
You used to go
Yeah.
crazy with
Yeah.
the red bottom.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You noticed that.
I
because,
watched
like,
the swag, bro.
But see, yeah, only like
Everything
people that
had
think
to
they
be
got
red
swag.
Every
bottom.
had to
red
be
Everything.
gloves, red bottoms.
Red
I'm like,
gloves.
yo, he going crazy.
Yeah, I don't give a damn
Watching.
what color my cleats were. The bottoms got to be
Red.
Bottom
red.
of red. I used to always
Because
see
and
that.
people don't understand it because now they let them boys do whatever with their cleats. See,
Yeah,
back
yeah,
then,
we had
it
to be certain
the
shit.
dark blue,
Yeah.
light blue, and white. I'm like, well, I need red on here somewhere. Whole
Need some
bottom
red
finna
in
be
there
red. Y'all gonna
somewhere,
see it
man.
anyways.
I'm believing y'all.
Yeah.
They gonna see the bottom of the
Yeah.
cleats with 2K
Yeah,
get
y'all
up
gonna
out
see
of there.
it. Yeah, y'all gonna see it. So yeah,
That's amazing. So let me get your top 5 running backs all time. All right, first of all, what make an elite running back to you? I know you got the speed, the vision, and I know you don't come down easy. So
Yeah,
like,
you gotta
what,
be a dog,
what would you
man.
explain the top? Like, what's the intangibles to be an elite running back?
Man,
First off,
vision. I ain't gonna even say speed, cause like for me, speed was like one of my best attributes. But
Everybody
like I
run
don't
around
feel like
5'2".
everybody don't run that, so I don't even put speed in there. I feel like vision. I feel like toughness. I feel like being available, like being healthy, availability,
Being able
know
to
what I'm-
recover.
being able to recover and balance and smart. Like what a lot of people don't understand, we're playing running back, you got to be able to run the ball. You got to be able to catch the ball out of the backfield.
And block.
You have to be able to know what the receiver's doing. You got to be able to know protection. So when the center call this the mic, you got to know what you got. And then when a quarterback come and switch the mic, you got to be able to adjust to with all this. So that's why I say you got to be smart with it. So with all those intangibles, that's what I feel like makes up a top 5 running back.
Fire. Who your top 5 running backs right now? All time and right now.
All time. Okay, if I'm gonna go all time,
Let's go.
I gotta go ED, Eric Dickerson.
Let's go.
The number 1 ED. So this in not no particular order, but I have a number 1 over everybody, which is Barry Sanders. So Barry, ED, Emmett, Walter Payton, and I know Dog ain't played long, but just like from what I seen from him, and man, Bo Jackson. Bo was
freaky, right?
Oh man,
Bo
Bo was
was
freaky,
as
man.
fast as you at 230.
Yeah, Bo was freaky. That's what they say.
Yeah, I don't know how,
I
but you
never see that.
Yeah, I
That's what
never
they say.
Nah,
It is what it
If
is.
it's only one CJ 2K.
Right. That's what they say.
Man, what about young guys right now?
Young guys right now, no particular order. I like Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb. That boy been coming
I like
back.
Nick Chubb, boy.
He fast, explosive,
fast,
strong. I wish they
explosive,
take care of
strong.
his knees,
Yeah, I
bro.
wish,
They
yeah.
took him out like 2 times.
Yeah, they took him out twice. I like him. I like Saquon.
Saquon beast.
I like Jamar.
What about Najee? Najee from Pittsburgh getting in the top, but not yet.
Not yet.
Well, maybe
Not yet.
we'll
yet.
see with that quarterback situation
Not
this year.
yet,
They got a
right?
better
Not yet.
quarterback, so we can see this year.
Yeah, let's talk.
look at that,
What he need to do? He need to be more.
But
I feel like he need to break away more. He
He need to break
heavier.
away more, and he's heavier. Like
He's heavier. He can't really get away.
Man, my first time seeing him in person was in Vegas this past year, and I did not know he was that big.
He's tall,
That's
big.
tall.
guy.
So he's like one of the next biggest back to Derrick Henry that I've seen, and it's like, damn.
You got to move a lot better than how you moving, right?
Right. So who else I got
You
in
said
there?
Gibbs. You said
I said
Chubb.
Gibbs, Chubb.
What about C-Mac?
C-Mac, you gotta give him his flowers. He's
Putting
been
up
doing it
his
year in, year out.
nonstop.
That's
Smart
him.
would take care of his
he
body
and that's
playing a long
4.
time.
And then if I had my 5th one, I gotta throw Derrick Henry in there because he's
Derrick,
still
yeah.
in there. Like
Still going
crazy. So I gotta put him in there. Yeah, that's my 5 right now.
What about you, Len?
I'm pretty
Who
much.
you got?
I'm a Nick Chubb fan. Like you said, if he stays healthy,
keep him
that's my
clean.
favorite running back in the NFL because
He's strong, powerful,
Yeah, and he can get out of there. Yeah, he can get out of there.
Yeah.
You.
I like CMC for sure, man. He be balling. I like Mixon, man. I like the way Mixon be
Joe
running.
Mixon, huh?
Yeah, he runs real
Yeah, I
strong.
like him.
I feel like when you got a quarterback like Burrow, sometimes you know how I get.
He still play for Cincinnati?
No, he's down in Texas now with CJ Sprout. So I think he'll
probably do a lot better with him.
Yeah.
But I feel like he one of the running backs who just like how he carried the ball ain't never changed. Chubb just like Cincinnati running back.
Yeah. I like
big body, but he do run good in the zone. But I don't ever see him break away. He may get a little screen and do a little something. But
with a little screen.
Yeah, a little screen.
I wouldn't play
Jacobs. I like Josh.
right.
I like Josh Jacobs too.
Josh Jacobs nice too, but sometimes he be like, "Yo, what's going on?" Because
you
got explosive.
Yeah, but when you playing with Jimmy
on.
Garoppolo and whoever else might be the quarterback, you know how that goes.
Yeah,
it's rough out there.
You gotta have some help.
I don't know. Derrick Henry definitely in my top 5 for sure.
But I seen Derrick Henry work out his offseason. It wasn't looking too good.
It wasn't looking too good.
I mean, that's how I felt. But I don't know if he was just joking.
Wait,
you ain't see that video too? Yo, he was hiding in. I'm like, yo, bro. At what point does a running back body just be like, yo, my shit fuck? Like year 9, 10, where you just like.
Emmett played for forever.
But Emmett and AP was guys who just they brought along with the same team. Like, yo, we was guys who had you gotta go somewhere else now. And then right. Emmett Smith was breaking the record on half of his collarbone, getting in the game and getting the extra carries.
Right.
So that means they was helping him get in this.
Right, because when you said like that makes sense because once AP started going from team to team, that's when you seen AP regular. Not saying he regular, but what I'm saying he wasn't AP. Human.
To us,
he
was AP was CJ2K, like one of them guys, man. That boy doing amazing stuff. Then when he went to another team, it's like, yo, bro coming off the bench ain't even getting 10 touches.
Right.
So yeah.
This is what I
needed,
ESPN,
man. We here with CJ2K smashing dads. We got Lendale White. We in the movie theaters. ESPN, man. You learn about the most elite athletes in the world, trauma, how they deal with experience. You heard CJ2K story, man. He done been through it all right here in Orlando. He never let it discourage him. He never let it bring him down. All the trauma he experienced was almost equivalent to a Navy SEAL. I recommend you feel me, get some therapy, man.
Get some therapy,
you have to, bro, because think about it.
Bro, can I call you for therapy?
I would love you to call me. I would call somebody three-way, bro.
For real. No, bro, not three-way. Me and you, bro.
Me and you could chop it up. Yeah. But then if we get stuck, I'm going to call the lady. Yo, Miss Lisa, we came to an issue that we need a little bit more valid opinion on this.
Right.
Feel me? Because I feel like we've been hardened by the journey as humans, regardless of dealing with our trauma. Because even when people think we crazy and don't know what we got to deal with, we still got to deal with crazy stuff and people call you crazy. So you got to have a different level of mental fortitude to not let that situation bother you. And hearing your story, I'm just so inspired and admired because you showed a more mental fortitude of greatness of just in your regular life. You know what I'm saying? For you to be a great in life, not only on the football field, it come in real life. And being great is being able to deal with trauma. And I feel like being the greatest is being able to go through that test. And today, man, I was just inspired to sit with you and hear your testimony. And that's why we started CTSPN, because people don't know the amount of trauma we experience and deal with over a course of life and be able to still make it normal.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everything you talked about is not normal.
Yeah.
But where we from in Florida and coming from the areas we come from, it seemed like it's of normalcy.
It's normal.
And that's why we got to be able to get help and therapy, because we got to be able to cope with the not normal. Like, it's not normal to see your friends
not normal.
pass right in front of you and just got to be like, damn, I got to use that to go. You know what I'm saying? Let me use this trauma and this trauma field to just be better about it. But it's like, we got to, as humans, deal with our traumas with, talking to people at high levels so we could get that out of our spirit.
Right.
Because sometimes when we carry so much, it could come a time where it's like, we human. Like, man, I'm done dealing with this.
Right, I'm done with it.
That shit. And we don't want to let that happen. We want to stay encouraged, stay motivated, stay driven.
Right.
Don't never let, you feel me, life get too much where I feel like we don't want to keep going. So it's like, I'm inspired by you guys, man. I'm inspired to just sit here with you. So I hope the people out here listening learn something today. I know they're going to be encouraged from seeing this, hearing this. Seeing, you know, how you dealt with so much and use that to just be more successful. Never let that, what we went through, bring us down. How you kept genuine relationship with people around you, real friends, because those could emanate good feelings and good stuff that put in our spirit, man. That's why I recommend we do more getting together, man. Whatever you got, I'm going to try to come over here for Sunday family vibes. You feel me? Let's coexist, man, and motivate the world and the youth on our traumas and our experience to let people know, man, we all are made through the ebbs and flows, the good and bad and the ugly. And you still could set your mentality to press on and move forward for better.
Yes, sir.
I'm AB here with CJ2K, with Lendale White, Smash and Dash, the CTSPN. Tune in. Take it to the movie theaters.
Put that shit on.